So picture this: favorite rapper, wants some lyrics that you know by heart, and they're live streaming a high stakes gambling session. Thousands of people are watching, many of them teenagers, young, small elementary school kids, and they're drawn in by the allure of using money and the thrill of the game. Behind the glitz and glam and the way they try to make it seem so harmless and fun, there's really a gambling epidemic inside the hip hop industry right now. And today we're here to just break it down and talk about it. So it's from Just Say Anything. Y'all stay tuned.
You're not just saying that?
I never just say anything.
There's really been an epidemic of gambling when it comes to young kids and the music industry. It's in podcasts as well too. You really don't even see a lot of artists that promote their music anymore. They're either promoting some type of gambling, some type of FanDuel, whatever. It's tons of them that comes on. Can't even get through a podcast at this point without someone mentioning some type of gambling thing. And usually those fans that they have are kids. You can even take Drake, for instance. I mean, I've seen many streams. I don't sit there and watch them, but I see clips of him. Everyone knows he's a global superstar, but he isn't making headlines just for his music anymore. The prominent figure in the gambling scene. So he often do live streaming his bits. Audience has, thousands of people tuning in, millions of clips that comes up on it. And it seems like it's harmless, but it's a catch. It's a significant portion of the viewers are underage.
Back in. We need something crazy. We need to see like at least a 20, 30 bag on his balance. Get! Yes! Oh my God! Yes! Yes! Let's go! Oh. We're blessed. We're tipping.
We're tipping this
We're tipping. You know why that happened? Because baby walked in. That's why. And it's a repeat. What did I say? We're getting a balance to a 30 bag.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Get back. 14. We'll take that too. We'll take that from you too. Eddie, what did I tell you? It's my night tonight. Eddie, what did I tell you? It's my night tonight.
Yo, psycho.
So it's just promoting underage gambling to kids because let's be honest, a lot of these kids, they can get their parents' credit cards. They can find different ways around it, get credit cards offline, dark web, however they get it. But they can find ways to gamble, and this is the next addiction that hip hop is toward the youth. Before then, it was pills. Before that, it was alcohol. Before that, it was gun violence, things like that. Even though the gun violence is still prevalent, but I think that part is dying down. Right now, they try to get you digitally to gamble and just have another vice. So this is the next vice they're pushing. This shows that there's been nearly 38% of Twitch viewers that are teenagers or younger. So that's making them particularly the demographic that they're trying to push this towards, because it's like, why would they know that? They should be pushing something a little bit more healthier for them, or something that will benefit them in the future, letting it slide. I think in a few years, it's going to be some people coming in and saying that if you have a gambling addiction, call this number, 1-800-GET-OFF, whatever, or some online app to try to wean people off of this gambling addiction that they have. Because, I mean, a lot of people not even winning off the parlays, even the sports betting. It's just a grown rampant industry. And like I say, it's not just in hip hop, it's in podcasting. It's just all around. But I know some people think it's harmless, but when you're pushing it towards kids and they don't know what they're doing, then this is an issue. And then the younger you do things, usually the more addicted a lot of kids become. And it's not just live streams, it's social media platforms, gambling, advertisement, many of them with slips, the cracks of, regulation to different states. So research reveals that nearly half of children and almost 3/4 of young people encounter gambling ads on Twitter at least once a week. We all know Twitter is a trash app at this point, or X, or whatever you want to call it. It's literal trash at this point. So them, it makes sense that they'll even be doing stuff like that. With 1/4 of children seeing it daily.
Oh, won't somebody please think of the children?
What kind of an example are we setting?
Ladies, please. All our founding fathers, astronauts, and World Series heroes have been either drunk or on cocaine.
This constant exposure, normalized gambling, embedded into the fabrics of the youth. So, I mean, like I said before, they just don't think that this is just a part of what's going on. Man, when I was a kid, I know people would probably gamble, you know, like a small thing, like maybe bingo or a lottery ticket here and there, things like that.
I'm tired of this, man. I'm sick of worrying about lit cars. I'm sick of worrying about the government. I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
But not just like full-fledged, I'm mad because this sports player didn't meet my parlay, or I'm mad because this thing didn't, you know, it's like, this is real life stuff now. People really bet big money on these things, and a lot of people are not saying how much money that they're losing in these parlays and these sports betting and just, you know, betting in general. The integration of gambling into pop culture, especially through influential figures and music and streaming, poses a big threat, and it's a public health concern at this point. At least that's what I think. I mean, early exposure can lead to problematic gambling behavior later on in life. Maybe we're gonna have some kids out here just strung out after a while, just, you know, don't know life outside of gambling. Imagine you an 8-year-old and that's all you did was gamble. You know, it's like, it's not a good way to start off life. The many numbers that back this up, there's a study in New Zealand found that children aged 11 to 13 were exposed to nearly 7 episodes of gambling marketing per day in their community. So, furthermore, as sports betting becomes more prevalent, there's been a corresponding rise in gambling disorders.
Just because you can't drink it, smoke it, or even snort it, doesn't mean gambling addiction isn't real.
There's a correlation there. They push it, it's going to be way more, they make it seem way more harmless now because your favorite podcaster, your favorite artist, your favorite streamer, your favorite personalities, you know, always are going to say, click the link below, it's FanDuel, or click the link below, it's Prize King or DraftKings or whatever it is. And like I say, I ain't against it, but it's becoming way more prevalent to who they're pushing this towards. And it's just becoming more so like normalized way too much. Because usually gambling was like this underground thing. You had to be in the lifestyle. You had to kind of know, go to Vegas, go to real proper casinos. But now you just do it at the click of your phone. So it's just like an app. So it's not even, it doesn't seem real. So I get it. Betting is something that's been happening forever. But it just seems like it's more prevalent now where they're trying to get kids hooked and addicted to these things. Because once you get a kid when they're young, you got them for life. So they'll be addicted forever, and then after that, you can get them on programs to get them off. It's just another thing to get someone addicted to. I mean, imagine you're a teenager, you're impressionable. People try to say like these artists or these public figures that people shouldn't look up to them, but honestly, kids do. Everyone don't have a positive role model in their life, or if they do, they might still even just look to these entertainers for guidance, and everyone knows that you're not supposed to do those things, but it ended up happening. So let's not act like we live in a world where these things don't happen. I mean, you're impressionable, you're seeking role models, you're a teenager, and you see your idol or the person you're into engaging in gambling, winning bets, living lavish, because they're never going to show when they're losing too much. It's enticing. Who wouldn't want to do it? You don't see the losses, the risks, the potential of how it can spiral into an addiction. And you don't see that these betting apps are giving them money to play around with. So it's like you go inside there, you see them throwing money. You're like, oh yeah, I could do that too. But it's like, no, they're sponsors. So they'll give them money to put things on there so you can bet your money. But they haven't betted their money. Ain't nobody stupid. So I think it's time to address this growing issue. I mean, parents, educators, policymakers. It's gonna make me sound like I'm super old or uncle, whatever you want to call it. But I mean, people just come together and just set some type of boundaries. I believe force regulations, protect kids from seeing certain things where their mind is just not going towards gambling being such a prevalent thing in their society or just normalized so much. We all know that it's a danger. It can spiral out of control, and it's a slippery slope from just thinking that, since they see it, they don't have to do it. And kids don't want to do things that they see that adults do. And if you do those things around you, they're going to think that it's okay to do. And the earlier they see certain things, then they're going to want to do those things as well too. So, we all have responsibility. We just have to shift some of our influence to different things. And I know it's hard for these podcasts and these other things to not take the check, because if someone came to me with a check with all that, it'll take a lot for me. I ain't gonna lie. I'm an honest person to say that I will turn it down, but I'll be like, man, the M's coming in though, or there's thousands or whatever. So I get it. People got to eat. FanDuel and all these other sports betting apps are throwing out money. Cool. I guess get it how you live, but if you know someone and you are an influencer and you have a lot of kids that look at you and you know that that's your demographic, just be responsible. Just take another sponsorship. Just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion. That's just a lightweight video today. I just want to talk about sports betting. Let me know how y'all feel in the comment section below. Remember, this is Ish from Just Say Anything. Checking out. See you on the next video.
My gambling started off innocently enough. I was just playing to have fun. Before long, I was sneaking off to play, skipping work and making excuses. Felt like gambling had a grip on me and I didn't know how to break free. But thankfully, I was able to find help.
If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 800-522-4700 or visit ksgamblinghelp.com, because getting help is your best bet.
Just Say Anything. Like, share, and subscribe.
You're not just saying that?
I never just say anything.